Hey guys, Henry here, and today I'm going to be talking about Ant-Man. Ant-Man is the latest movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The main character is Scott Lang, played by funny guy Paul Rudd. So basically, Scott Lang gets out of jail after serving some time in there after he stole some stuff. Or burgled some stuff. But the movie keeps telling you he's not a bad guy. He's just trying to do it for his family. He's trying to support their needs. And so he gets out, and then the original Ant-Man, Hank Pym, played by Michael Douglas, approaches Scott and asks him to become the new Ant-Man. Simply because he knows Scott is good at breaking into places and stealing stuff. And obviously he needs to break in and steal some stuff to stop bad things from happening. Just like every other Marvel movie, some shit is going down and the hero has to stop it. This movie was really good at integrating the other parts of the Marvel universe. It explains things really well and it answers those questions that you ask at every Marvel movie, and it's just so smart about it. This movie took great care of its characters. The important characters had a good chunk of screen time and development, and they didn't waste screen time on characters that didn't really matter that much. Let's start with Paul Rudd's character, Scott Lang. He was really likable, really friendly and funny, but most importantly, he was believable. Paul Rudd is usually known for just being a funny dude, and he was given this opportunity to be a superhero, and obviously he's just given it his all, because when is he going to get another opportunity like this to show his chops? Michael Douglas, he was great. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen Michael Douglas in a film, and it's good to see him again, and he's also in a good film. Okay, Michael Pena stole the show. His character was a minor character, and as I said before, the minor characters got much less screen time than the main characters. But man, when this guy was on the screen, just non-stop laughter. Non-stop. Everything he said was gold, and it made me laugh. And what was great about it was he wasn't overused. They used him in just the sweet spots when you needed that lift in the movie. It just gave that movie, you know, that extra boost, and it was really good, and his character is definitely going to be in the second one. I guarantee you, he's going to be in the Marvel Universe. Definitely. Okay, the villain, Darren Cross / Yellow Jacket, played by Corey Stoll. I would say this is one of the weaker parts of this film. Usually in a movie, you want to understand the motives of a villain. And if you can sympathize with the villain, then his motives become realer and the situation becomes deeper. But in this movie, his transformation from just being Hank Pym's protege to being like this psychopath, while it's understandable, it's radical. It's like suddenly, bam, he's gone crazy. And I mean, this movie doesn't really portray his craziness even that well. I mean, shrinking a lamb and it not working, just, you know, he could have done something way worse. It's just a lamb, it's not like baby or something. So basically you find yourself questioning, is this craziness believable? And I was just like, nah. The action was great, it was stunning to look at. The CGI in this movie was really well done. I didn't feel like there was any tacky CGI anywhere. You know, when you're looking at CGI, you're really looking at the weight of the things. Sometimes when something looks like it weighs nothing, then that's when the CGI is really bad. But you really felt he was right next to the ants and everything felt really real. And the way the action sequences happen, he's running up the gun, he's enlarging, he's shrinking, he's jumping through keyholes. It was all really well done and it was just beautiful to look at. I always say when you don't notice the CGI that much, that's when the CGI is good. But if you're noticing like all this crazy stuff happening and it's just too much for you, that's when CGI sort of lets the movie down. This movie, CGI did not let it down. What was really interesting about this movie in particular was, although it was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it was toned down a little bit. So this is like the follow-up to Age of Ultron, right? Which was like the biggest movie so far in the franchise. Yet this movie knows its place. It knows it's just about Ant-Man, a small character, literally. So it fully tones it down. The stakes aren't as high, so it's not like the world's gonna end. It's just, maybe he might sell some stuff to some baddies. That is not as high stakes as dropping a thing onto the planet and blowing it up, right? So essentially this movie is not like a superhero, let's get everybody and just kill all the baddies. It's just a heist movie trying to stop a dude from doing some bad stuff. Essentially it's a heist movie, it's got the backstory of the main character, then it's got the training, and then it's got the preparation, then it's got the actual heist. And the focus is really on the characters and the friends and the family, which is in pretty big contrast to like the Avengers, which just cares about every single superhero and saving the world from total destruction from an AI killing machine. The comedy in this movie was great. Paul Rudd is normally known for his comedic chops. So, I mean, if he was a super tight ass in this movie, I wouldn't buy it because I know he's not like that. But he wasn't. He was chill, he played his role really well, and it was really natural to him. And it seemed really natural to me. Balance of the movie was a bit shaky at the beginning. It took a while to really get rolling, but once it got rolling, the movie was really enjoyable and fun, and it just kept going up and up and up. The balance was on point, comedy was there, action was there, and the sweet moments were there too. All there and in healthy portions, so there's nothing excessive about this movie, and it makes the movie sit really well. Overall, I thought Ant-Man was heaps and heaps of fun, and it definitely is another success for Marvel. It looks like they're not trying to one-up themselves every single movie, so it looks like they understand when they need to pick their spots, when to go really hard and when to tone it down, and I think that's really good, and it's going to create a really nice balance within the cinematic universe. I think if you enjoy Marvel movies, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. It's got a lot of those references that you will enjoy if you've seen at least the Avengers. But if you are one of those people that are sick of seeing a Marvel movie out every like 3 or 4 months, you're sick of it and you feel it's a bit gimmicky, then you probably don't need to see this movie. This movie isn't really like mind-blowing on its own. It sits well within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I think that is what it's meant to be. It's just meant to be part of this universe. It's not trying to be a standalone like success. I would say Ant-Man was really good, and I would recommend that you buying the Blu-ray, definitely not torrenting or downloading, so you can keep it and rewatch it whenever you want. Thank you guys for watching my review. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, and if you've seen the movie, be sure to comment down below your thoughts. I'm trying to watch a movie every week now, so if you have any suggestions for movies for me to watch in the upcoming weeks, be sure to comment that as well. If you want to see more reviews from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I also have another channel where I make skits and sketches and travel videos called Clowd TV, so be sure to check that channel out as well, and hopefully you'll subscribe there, and I'll see you guys next time.